A gear is a rotating circular machine part having cut teeth or, in the case of a cogwheel or gear wheel, inserted teeth called cogs which mesh with another, compatible, tooth part to convert torque and speed. The basic principle behind the operation of gears is analogous to the basic principle of levers. A gear might also be known informally as a cog. Geared devices can change the speed, torque, and direction of a power source. Gears of different sizes produce a change in torque, creating a mechanical advantage through their gear ratio, and thus might be considered a simple machine. The rotational speeds and the torques of two meshing gears differ in proportion to their diameters. The teeth on the two meshing gears all have the same shape. The mode of transmitting and controlling propulsion power of a machine. The term transmission properly refers to the whole drivetrain, including clutch, gearbox, prop shaft for rear-wheel drive vehicles, differential, and final drive shafts. In the United States, the term is sometimes used in casual speech to refer more specifically to the gearbox alone, and detailed usage differs. The transmission reduces the higher engine speed to the slower wheel speed, increasing torque in the process. Transmissions are also used on pedal bicycles, fixed machines, and where different rotational speeds and torques are adapted. Often, a transmission has multiple gear ratios or simply gears, with the ability to switch between them as the speed varies. This switching may be done manually by the operator or automatically by a control unit. Direct angle forward and reverse control might also be provided. Single ratio transmissions also exist which simply change the speed and torque and sometimes direction of motor output. Conventional gear belt transmissions are not the only mechanism for speed-torque adaptation. Alternative mechanisms include torque converters and power transformation, e.g. diesel-electric transmission and hydraulic drive system. Hybrid configurations also exist. Automatic transmissions use a valve body to shift gears using fluid pressures in response to engine RPM, speed, and throttle input. Often the term limang-speed transmission refers simply to the gearbox that uses gears and gear trains to provide speed and torque block conversions from a rotating power source to another device. The most common use is in motor vehicles, where the transmission adapts the output of the internal combustion engine to the drive wheels. Such engines need to operate at a relatively high rotational speed, which is inappropriate for starting, stopping, and slower travel. In motor vehicles, the transmission generally is connected to the engine crankshaft via a flywheel or clutch or fluid coupling, partly because internal combustion engines cannot run below a particular speed. The output of the transmission is transmitted via the drive shaft to one or more differentials, which drive the wheels. While a differential might also provide gear reduction, its primary purpose is to permit the wheels at either end of an axle to rotate at different speeds, essential to avoid wheel slippage on turns as it changes